video, we'll show some of the new features we've added to XtraCharts for the DXperience version 2009 Volume 2 release. Let's take a look. We'll start with this bar chart showing the mass of planets in the solar system. Notice how Jupiter and the other gas giants completely dominate the scale, making it hard to get a feel for the relative masses of the smaller terrestrial planets. We would have to put labels on every item in such a chart for it to have any meaning. The first new feature to show you is the scale break, which allows you to show outliers, such as the large mass of Jupiter, without distorting the scale of the chart. Notice how by adding breaks to the scale, we can now see more information in our chart, and we can add more charts as necessary until the chart becomes informative. We can change the visual look of the breaks, color, style, and break size, and even set the maximum number of breaks that will be shown. The next feature is our new chart type called the funnel chart. These charts are used to display a phased conversion process, such as a sales model. In this example, we're looking at the sales process of someone who sells subscriptions over the web, starting with people who visit the website, then download a demo, then contact the support team, buy a subscription, and eventually, hopefully, renew their subscription. We have a number of visual controls available for this type of chart, including manual or automatic sizing. We also have a 3D version of the same chart, which, like our other 3D charts, can be manipulated in real time. Visual controls include the ability to specify the radius of the hole in the middle as a % of the radius of the outside of the chart. We can also select automatic or manual sizing, just like the 2D chart. The next new chart type is the scatter line, which shows a series of points and draws a line through them in the order they appear in the series. This is a good chart type for graphic functions. Here, for example, we're showing an Archimedean or arithmetic spiral. In our demo, we have a couple of nice curved functions, the cardioid and the folium of Descartes. Like all scatter charts, we can change the style and size of the objects used to mark points. We've added a new feature to the regular scatter graph called a regression line, which uses a least squares formula to add a line through your scatter points to approximate their trend. As we change the population of points, notice how the regression line changes to follow the trend of the points. Naturally, we can change the visual characteristics of the line, such as its width, color, and dash style. We've added a new feature to charts that have a date-time-based axis that allows us to aggregate and coalesce automatically when we scale the chart for display. So for example here, you see a chart of sales over time where we've set the scale mode for the horizontal scale to manual, which in this demo is set to days. If we resize this chart, we get a mess of data. Let's now set the scale mode to automatic average. This will aggregate the data for us using an average and automatically choose the best appropriate scale, in this case, by months. If we resize now, the chart is able to change the scale from months to years when it can't fit all the months in. If we change the scale mode to automatic integral, we'll get a sum of all sales by month or year depending on the size of the chart. These automatic scales will really come in handy when trying to present information in a resizable window that is initially small. The data will show trends in a small scale and more information with the same trend as the window is resized. We have also added more finer-grained hit testing to charts. For example, here we have a handler for the hit test show on the graph all the information from every element that is announcing a hit as we mouse over it. We've added the ability to be able to custom draw axes. For example, in the following chart of the U.S. Consumer Price Index, we can draw the value axes on the left to show green for positive values and red for negative values, and larger fonts for larger values. We've improved the rendering of labels for the line chart and given you multiple display modes so you can tweak your own charts to look just right. We have a chart here of Mars Pathfinder temperatures. Notice how we have so many points close to each other that some of the labels are obscured by other labels. You can choose a default rendering that will try to show all labels. You can choose to hide overlapped labels, which you might use to simplify a very busy chart. You can choose to justify a round point, which will rotate obscured labels till they are visible. And you can also choose Justify All Around Point, which will rotate all labels to appear evenly displayed. Finally, we've given you the ability to have an unlimited number of rich text chart titles. So you can put any text you like in a chart title, add formatting, including word wrap, and dock it to the top of the chart, the left, right, and bottom of the charts. That's it for a quick run-through of the list of new features we've added to XtraCharts in DXperience version 2009, Volume 2. Thanks for watching, and as always, thank you for choosing DevExpress.